What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video of Stock Talk, where we talk stocks and crypto. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Bitcoin price chart. I just wanted to point out something real fast, was that I think we are seeing a potential head and shoulders forming. So let me draw it out for you guys. Here's the shoulder one, here's the head, and here's the shoulder. That's possibly going to form. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a financial advisor, definitely based off of these only Facebook. So with that being said, yeah, that's just what I'm calling out right now. If we take a measure target, we can see a potential move can happen. And let's do a measure target right now from the neckline. You guys should already know how to do this. From the neckline all the way to the top, grab this and drag it under to the neckline, which would be right about here. This will take us literally to $29,000. That's just a theory. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do everything based off your own due diligence. Only invest what you're willing to lose. And if we take a look at our professionally done chart, we had called out this inverted head and shoulders right here at the bottom. We did a measure target that dinged right to the price target. And what we didn't expect was a curve this low, because I thought it was going to hit this green line and start to curve back up. And then with this would be the cup and handle. But unfortunately, that did not play out as we wanted to. So let's start cleaning up this chart up a little bit, and let's remove these theories that we've had. But we still have this W pattern forming. The only thing, actually, I don't even think that should form. That shit already got canceled out. I wouldn't even try to trust it anymore. But if we take a look right here, this was a measure target of our humongous head and shoulders that we've been calling out since December of last year, when it was about 50,000, and we knew it was gonna go down to about 32K because of this right here. This we had a $30,000 measure target, and I remember I was doing some deep dives looking over here in the past, and 32,000 was a extremely strong support, and that's exactly what it hit right over here. So it looks like we actually might retest and see if we're gonna go this low, or at least 32,000 low, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Once I'm not financial. So as you guys can see, this measure target right here is actually also lining up with this chart that we've been newly doing and looking at, which could be a potential inverted head and shoulders that will take us to about 30,000. All right. Let me just put this out real quick so you guys can see what exactly I'm talking about. So that looks like what may be formed is something like that, but I'm not too 100% sure. So once again, just got to keep being patient and just got to keep waiting this out. You don't really want to, just because this is what looks like it's forming, doesn't mean to jump into a short position or anything like that. So I'm just calling out something that could potentially happen. Don't get your panties too in a bunch if it doesn't happen. This is just predicaments and estimations, measured targets, etc., etc. So right here we are seeing quite a rally back up with XRP. Yesterday I called out this M pattern, which isn't playing out anymore. And like I always tell you guys, some predictions ain't gonna be happening. Like sometimes, like, you're gonna be wrong, and that's just what comes with the game. But right now it's looking like this just turned to, instead of a M, this looks like a W now. You guys see it? So let me just clean this up again real quick, and let's draw out this W that we're currently seeing. So here's one, and here's a two. And if we take a measure target of this, bring it down all the way from the bottom all the way to the top, bring that to the neckline, should be right here, right about there, and this will take us to about 89 cents, 90 cents. So hopefully that plays out. That was one of our measure targets about this inverted head and shoulders I was seeing, but it didn't really play out. If you guys take a look at a couple of my videos ago about XRP's next move or etc. something like that, I ended up talking about this inverted head and shoulders that was right here. I thought it was going to give us a measured target to about 96 cents, but it only took us to about 80 cents and then it retraced back down. And then it looked like it did an M. It looked like this was an M, but now with this curve right here, it's actually starting to look like a W. So, with that being said, I'm just gonna grab another move just in case it ends up curving back down and this M pattern does play out. We have a potential 61 cent XRP or a potential 89 cent, 90 cent XRP. So as a trader, you want to be predicting both outcomes. You want to see both, and you want to be as versatile and vigilant as possible to the market, because you don't want to get caught lacking. You don't want to be like, all right, bet this is going down, do a short position, and then look, it just rallies up, and then you sell right here, and then you just in the negative, and you just keep doing things like that over and over and over and over again, and then until you go to zero. So you don't want to be doing all that. So that's XRP. Another price I wanted to get into would be let's do Hbar. Let's clean this chart up real quick, because we need to see a cleaner chart so we can start making some good predicaments real quick. So it looks like we have this big long-term downward sloping trend line, and then this other one which is support, and this is looking like a literal falling wedge, and these tend to break to the upside. So hopefully this just keeps bouncing up and down right here, and then we just break to the upside just like that, and then start to test these highs right here of about 57 cents. Hopefully that's what happens, but once again, not a financial advisor. So yeah, let's just try to find another rejection zone real quick so we can see exactly what might happen. We see this capitulation right here and this other one right here. These ones get close, these ones break through, and we can see that this was quite real of a barrier, and that's about 30 cents. So everyone likes Hbar, everyone likes XRP. We know that these are some of the best coins out there. Another coin that I wanted to get to was Quant. QNT was Quant. I haven't done a price chart for this one yet, but we know that this crypto is actually a good one. So let's start off by drawing some downward trend lines. As you can see, tap, 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 all this shit right here. And then let's draw a horizontal line. Let's start off with these supports real quick. Right there, let's make this blue. And then let's find another rejection real quick, which would be right about here. Let me just zoom in real quick, get a little bit more precise. But we see something right about like here, I guess. Yeah, right about there. Based off all these taps and all these ones right here. And we could even do another one. So this is just real quick, you guys. This is real quick. It doesn't even take long to do a chart. It does not take long at all. There's another support or rejection right there. And then there's some more support right here. And looks like we're getting pretty close to the breakout. This is an I forget what this is called. It's like an apex or some type of triangle, I forget. But looks like the breakout zone could be right about here. And the measured price move looks like we're actually forming a W right here. So here's one dip and here's a second dip. And we're going to test this neckline of about $157. We take a measured price target of this, bring it down to the bottom, bring it to the top, drag it over to the neckline, and this will take us to about $228. So if you get in right now like about 122, you have a chance to see a duplicate of your money. But once again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do everything based on this, only based on what you want to do. So with that being said, that's quant real quick. Let's take a look at Riot, because Riot has been playing with us right now. Playing with us. I don't even know what's happening right here. Let me just remove all this, man. Alright, so we see we have a Fibonacci set. For those guys that don't know what Riot is, they do some things related with Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin goes up, this goes up. When Bitcoin goes down, this goes down. And currently in a $20 option call for this. Yeah, I'm in a call. I'm in a $20 call. This is at $15. Yeah, I'm currently down right now, but I'm still going to be holding because I do believe there's a strong retracement with Bitcoin coming up pretty soon. So if that plays out, then we can see a couple $100 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But if we take a look, let's draw some lines real fast. Not going to get too deep into this one, but yeah, let's just start drawing some things out. Like right here, there's a support right here. You can see these ones right here and these right here. So that's clearly support. And how low is that? That's $12.26. So I'll start drawing a rejection, which would be right about here. Based off this and based off this, that's rejection for me. We'll make that red. And let's try to see what we can actually see forming right here. It's not the prettiest. It's looking like an inverted or a head and shoulders. Not too 100 on it. This look like a double top. What's this? What could be right here? This was the inverted head and shoulders. This played out just like Bitcoin did, and then Bitcoin fell. Now Bitcoin's trying to rally back up just like Riot is. So you can literally see everything that this is doing that Bitcoin did. Oh shit. Yeah, so like this was the inverted head and shoulders. It went up, it hit the price target, it fell down, and now we're retracing back to the top. Maybe we'll see how high it goes, because this could be another head and shoulders, and we have an estimated price target right there. But we can see all that literally is playing out, except that this one's going down. So like Bitcoin did this, came down, and Bitcoin's like right about here, but this one already did this. So maybe this is like a day ahead of what Bitcoin might actually do. So this, let's just say this is like 45K or whatever this may be, and it fell down, and then now we're about like 39K, 39.5. This would be like about 42K. So maybe we're gonna go to like about 42K and fall back down. Who knows? Once again, I'm not a financial advisor, so yeah. That's just real quick with Riot. Let's hop into what's another thing we should search up. Did Hbar. Let's do Ethereum. No, I don't really do Ethereum at all. I don't really mess with Ethereum. So let's get trend line going down real quick. Sometimes I just like to do the downward trend line first before the support, because sometimes that's just what's on there real quick to click. And let's do a support zone, which would be right about there, 2,226. And we're just seeing things that we can find support and rejection. So hopefully everything's looking the same. Like it's that inverted head and shoulders. It hits the price target, and then it gets rejected, and then we're slowly climbing back up for a retracement back upward. So a lot of these are playing out based off the super long term upward sloping trend line. If we take a look at the Bitcoin one as well, we can see that it dinged. Okay, maybe not that one. It's this one, I believe. Well, I guess not. We got pretty close, but anyways, like everything's getting close to this upward sloping trend line and starting to retrace back up. So yeah, we did quant, we did XRP potential moves. I know there's some of y'all that like Dogecoin out there, so let me just take a look at Dogecoin. Oh shit, let's do it. Let's do a Fibonacci right here real quick. and we can see how low this actually is. I think the fib's supposed to be placed like this, but I'm not even 100% sure. So usually I just put it like this. Let me know if I'm doing it wrong for those guys that actually know more than me out there. I'm not 100% sure. But let's start off with a support zone, which would be right about there. It's like literally right there. And my trading view is not letting me see anything past like 2018. Now this one's like 2021, so that's pretty weird. Let me know if something like that's happening with y'all. But alright, there was a support. Let's find a rejection real quick. And there's one right about here. Let's make this one red. And let's see, we're about 12.5 on the price chart. Looks like literally everything's the same. So you guys, like, this is exactly why I say if you can predict Bitcoin, you can predict basically everything. Because here's the inverted head and shoulders. It goes up to about the price target, the neckline. I mean, not the neckline, but the top of the like the inverted head and shoulders. It goes back up towards the top, and then it gets rejected. And then I was going for the retracement back upwards. And then once again, everything's looking like it's doing like another head and shoulders. That's what it looks like it's trying to do, like in the head and shoulders. I'm not 100% sure though. Based off Riot, this one's literally doing it. So if this one is ahead like how I'm predicting, how I'm predicting, then we are gonna do a head and shoulders on everything else. So maybe for now I'm gonna be taking a longer look at Riot to see what's actually gonna happen with this, because it looks like this one's ahead, slight bit ahead. Everything else is right here, but Riot is already completed the head and shoulders. Everything else is like 75% done with the head and shoulders. So that's just something I'm keeping my eye on real quick, because if this does it, if this is doing as a little ahead than all these other coins, then we kind of know what's gonna happen. So yeah, that's just a quick little tap on a couple little cryptos and stuff like that. So another thing someone asked me to do is XLM. Let's do XLM real quick. Yeah, this is another fantastic, fabulous coin. So this one, once again, the inverted head and shoulders comes back to the top. Get retraced, shoots back up, and then we're right about here forming the inverted head and shoulders. But this one's looking more like an M pattern. This is like the XRP chart. This one's looking like the XRP chart, but just slightly a little bit behind. We thought that this was gonna do an M, but in reality, it's trying to do a W. So maybe that's what's happening with this one. This one's like a slight bit behind of XRP. But once again, let's start off with some support zones real quick, which would be right here. And then let's do a rejection zone real quick, temporary short-term rejection zone, which would be right here. This is all short-term. If you guys want a deeper dive look into all this, I mean, you can literally put lines like everywhere. Like you'll just start finding them like crazy. Like that's another rejection. Like you'll be able to see like, okay, like, all right, man, here's a support. We might struggle a little bit right here. Finally break out of this. Tap this one, but come back down. Retrace this one. Flip this one blue. Flip this one blue would be support, and then finally come back up, break out of this one, come right here, hit this next rejection zone. You know what I'm saying? Hit that rejection zone, and then come back down, flip this one support, and then this one will be red. You guys get me? It's quite simple. But obviously there will be chart formations in between all this stuff right here that allows you to see exactly what's going to happen. So that's my job. What to do is to find out the chart formations and find out exactly what's happening. So that's XLM real quick. It looks like we're following exactly what XRP is kind of doing. And what's another coin that we'd like to look at? I'm not 200% sure on another coin to look at right now. I do like Crow. Where's Crow at? Could have sworn I had crow right here. Yeah, right here. So, alright, that's crow right there for you. Let me draw another downward trend line real quick. Something like that. Let me make this one red too. And this one once again is looking like it's doing that a potential W or a head and shoulders that we might see. So that's just what I'm waiting, head and shoulders or W pattern. It's gotta be one of those. But since this is like an M-ish, I kind of feel like it's gonna end up doing the inverted head and shoulders, like tap this rejection and then come down head and shoulders, come all the way down to here about 35 cents, and then start to do some bullish trends and bullish chart patterns, and then start going up. But once again, I'm not a financial advisor, so with that being said, that's that. And right now, let's take a look at the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. Let's see if we can find it real fast. Man, I hate this shit, bro. That should be... Oh, hell no. What the fuck is this? Close this real quick. Bruh. I should have searched this up before I started the video. My bad, you guys. Definitely fucked it up. Okay, yeah. So we're in extreme fear right now. This will update once again in 2 hours. So we're at 22 extreme fear. So once we're about right here, things do tend to start going more bullish. The buying pressure starts to add up. Everyone starts to feel like, all right, man, this is pretty low. I don't think it'll get any lower. I think it's time to buy, and I have a higher likely chance to get profit than lose money. So that's that. Let's look at the crypto bubbles real quick, and let's see how this is looking right now. We're on the day. Everything's looking a little bipolar, some green, some red, but mainly green. Look at CHZ up almost 20%. We got CeeLo, we got Hbar up 2%, XLM up 1. Where's QNT? QNT. We got Leo. If y'all know my name, this is me right here. We got QNT up about almost 5%. So everything's starting to just slowly go a little bit more up. And we got that 4.6 on XRP. And yeah, man, I'm gonna end up wrapping up the video like that. We did a couple of these read a couple charts, gave a couple of theories, tapped in again on what we think might happen. We looked at the Fear and Greed Index. We kind of know what's gonna end up happening. So yesterday we were about 33, so we can see this at least go to about 33 to see a rejection back to about 26. And then maybe shoot back up and finally break out of the 33, that 33. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this is a pretty long one, so thank you. If you guys stayed to the end, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, and leave some comments on what do you think I should be doing differently, or what do you think I should do better, or maybe if you guys want to leave a compliment on how I'm doing my things, let me know, man. I'm super open to constructive criticism, but if you're talking shit, I'm talking shit back, period. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace.